the name of Allah, the compassionate, the merciful. Thank you everybody for coming here. Special thanks from my brother, Dr. Zulkifli Mahmoud, because of the very comprehensive, energetic, and positive, and fruitful lecture. Thanks a lot. I think that after your speech, there's nothing for me to say. I try. Some parts of your speech was in my written lecture. Because of this, thank you for being patient, for hearing a kind of repeated mention issues. And thank you, everybody. I am very optimistic about this gathering and the results. And my brother mentioned that Malaysia has not done anything regarding the new connection and having the expansion, the bilateral relation. I'm optimistic that one of the very, very realistic and tangible result of this session is that the motivation of people here is getting higher and higher. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, dear audiences, approaches of government of Iran with a strategy of tact and hope have set an agenda for collaboration with international community, enhancement of economic transactions in the international arena, and bilateral relation with other countries, including the friendly one, Malaysia. Our government policies in the post-sanctions era is focused on attracting foreign investment, expanding non-oil exports, and making the best use of financial assets. We do hope to attract up to $50 billion of foreign capital annually over the next 5 years. Iran is the second largest economy in the MENA, Middle East and North Africa region, and the 18th biggest in the world according to the World Bank. With 80 million people, it's the second most populous nation in the region, with 60% of its people under the age of 30. And the government aims to create 8.5 million jobs in the next 2 years, and fresh foreign investment should help this idea. Iran has the fourth largest oil reserves in the world, and the country's oil revenue could rise $15 billion in a year. Iran has the world's largest reserve of natural gas, and Iran's natural gas is not only composed of methane, but contains 10% of ethane and propane, which can process into polymer and polyethylene. The path chosen by the government of Iran is that Iran will not hold back its oil production once economic sanctions are removed, and that the country's crude output will reach to the level before the sanctions. Iran is also seeking to return to its previous status in oil and gas. And Iran trying to have this swap operation again. And the country's geopolitical position is an important factor in these connections, which maintain the country's swap attraction for years to come. Iran enjoys the safest, shortest, and lowest cost path for swap deal in the region. Many oil market analysts had predicted that after lifting the oil sanctions, Iran will not be able to resume its export capacities to 2 million barrels a day in a short time. But after reaching the nuclear deal, Iran managed to increase its output to more than 1,800,000 barrels a day and strike a new record in increasing sustained oil output capacity. The velocity of action has given Iran's prominent status in oil market. Regaining Iran's position in oil industry in international arena resorting the country's lost share of oil market, successful market activities, boosting exports of crude oil and gas, attracting technology in upstream oil industry, attracting foreign and domestic investments for implementing big projects and putting thousands of gas projects into use are the top tasks to be executed by Iran's oil industry. Beyond petrochemicals, Iran is the top producer of cement in the Middle East and the fourth in the world. It produces steel and aluminum and has 68 types of minerals. Car, trucks and buses, aviation, shipping, tourism, mining and metal, etc. are other grounds for doing business with Iran. The government of Iran is trying to increase the country's attractiveness to foreign investment in industry in order to develop infrastructure and to boost production. Having an excellent geoeconomical position and being located on the old Silk Road and commercial crossroad of Europe and Central Asia, industrial being blessed with low-cost skilled and unskilled labor, energy and raw material, having all the necessary infrastructure facilities for development such as land, electricity, water, roads, communication, having a free zone in border cities and a permanent industrial commercial fair in different parts of the country, very attractive laws and regulations. The country is ready. Iran is ready to attract investment from all over the world. Iran enjoys safety and security for marketplaces and has been playing a big role in boosting trade and industry in Central Asia in particular and in the Middle East in general. Iran today is among the rare economic centers in the world that has the necessary capabilities to protect investment made across the globe. Of course, the investors are seeking ways to increase their investment reliability ratio and to decrease investment risk in order to enter the Iranian market. Iran government is also trying to pave all the ways for the foreign investments and removing all the obstacles. Because of these economic factors and the will of the Iran government, during the last few months, only during the last few months, more than 150 foreign delegations went to Tehran to explore trade potentials and deals and sign contracts. In Iran, there are no limitations on the establishment and registration of foreign firms in the country, as investors can both undertake joint ventures with Iranian firms or establish firms with complete foreign ownership. In conclusion, I'm sure that both Iran and Malaysia have tremendous potentials for collaboration, particularly in oil and gas, petrochemical, halal, tourism, transport, construction, and many other fields. I do hope that this meeting will lead to identifying all economic clusters and help us to set up a sustained economic partnership between the two countries. Thank you very much for your patience. And thank you for all the people who are ready to participate, have a lecture here, and discussion. I think that there will be very fruitful discussion among the people here and having the new rooms for how we can expand and improve our bilateral relations. And because of the will of the Iranian government, we are very serious for expanding and improving our relation with Malaysia, because Malaysia is a very important country in the Asia and one of the good friends of Iran. I hope that this friendship will be forever and durable. Thank you very much.